Here's a stat that would make any marketer's head spin. According to Havas Media Group, 75% of brands could disappear, just fade into oblivion. And consumers, they wouldn't even bat an eye. Why such low regard for brands? Well, many of them lack an authentic why. That's why. Wait, what? Let me explain. The why of a business is the reason it exists beyond turning a profit. You may know it as a brand's purpose. And when you get that purpose statement right, oh boy, it can be a game changer. Purpose is not a corporate mission statement, a vision, or values posted on the wall. It's a brand's North Star that guides every activity, business function, strategy, and goal. In other words, purpose is foundational to business success. Not a nice to have like some corner office with a couch and a liquor cabinet, although that would be cool. In fact, a deeply rooted purpose that improves consumers' lives and betters the world can be the difference between a brand that consumers love and one that they easily dismiss. There are no shortcuts when it comes to creating a purpose statement. It requires lots of research, lots of thought, and a whole lot of patience. A purpose statement is not meant to state what you want to accomplish, but why your brand matters to the world. Nothing, and I mean nothing, should supersede it. Take Patagonia, for example. Its purpose statement is to save our home planet. No problem, right? The brand statement is bold, thoughtful, unique, and oh so noble. How about Walmart's purpose? Saving people money so that they can live better. It leaves no room for interpretation, and it has withstood the test of time. On a recent episode of the Beyond Profit podcast, Jonathan Knowles, founder of Type 2 Consulting, said the key to getting your brand purpose statement right is not overreaching within your category.
I think we often, as marketers, and I put myself in this camp, we chase differentiation, and it's absolutely true that a socially responsible positioning in any category is a good strategy for at least one company to adopt. So Patagonia has kind of marked out that territory in clothing. And if you're North Face, just don't go there because you haven't got the credentials to do that. Dove has done that in, body wash and self-care products. If you're another marketer, unless you've got credentials like that it's only organic materials that go into your product, don't go there. Accept the purpose that your category serves. So there's it worries us that certain categories have been given a free pass on purpose. I mean, if you're in clean energy, God bless you. I mean, it's a social good. So you've got a wonderful, you don't even need to think very hard about your purpose. If you're in healthcare, well, you're improving health. I mean, nobody is, this is motherhood and apple pie. But if you're in carbon-based energy, if you're in, ball bearing manufacturing, if you're in sort of logistics, it's not obvious that there is a higher purpose that your category serves. So a purpose-driven positioning may be available to one company in the category, but not necessarily all companies in the category.
Studies show that when purpose is authentic, well-defined, and connects with all stakeholders, sustained business growth and market share increases are likely to follow. So, how do you determine a brand's purpose and its role in society? Here are 4 best practices to consider. First, dig deep. Refer back to the founder's story. Learn why the brand was created in the first place and the role it hoped to play in improving consumers' lives. The past is often a goldmine for defining a brand's true story and illuminating its North Star. Second, make purpose relevant. Survey all stakeholders, including employees at every level of the business. They are great repositories of information and perspective. Remember, purpose can't be forced. You must walk in the shoes of stakeholders to understand their needs and how the brand can best help them. Third, make purpose understandable and authentic. If your purpose statement can't easily be articulated to all stakeholders, then you have more work to do. Fourth, align purpose with actions, because actions speak louder than words. If you place purpose on a pedestal without a well-defined plan, you are well on your way to being labeled a purpose washer. Bad news. Make sure your brand is well positioned to solve customer needs and make a better world. That will not only increase your brand's share of voice, but broaden its share of life to all stakeholders. Brands often take months to define their brand purpose, so take it slow, get it right, and make a difference. Doing so could make all the difference in the world for your brand. For the Beyond Profit podcast, I'm Ken Beaulieu.